Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 2025 Victorian Yu-Gi-Oh! State Championships. If you can't remember, I'm Jack, and this is Destyn, and we've been taking you through the entirety of 7 rounds of Swiss yesterday, and today, in about 5 minutes' time, we're moving into top 8. Our top 8 match is going to be Jack Harris playing Malice versus Luke G from round 2 yesterday, I think, playing the Raziel Mitsurugi deck. So that one's going to be really interesting. We're going to get underway with that in about 5 minutes. We've got about 3 rounds today, so hopefully you can join us all the way through while you're playing your OTSs around the country and just chilling on your Saturday if you're international.
Yeah, the deck list spread, if you haven't seen already, is going to be 5 Malice have somehow made it into top 8.
They certainly have.
We have 2 Mitsu Araziel and then 1 Heraldic Beast Araziel, piloted by Ryan Nelson, who came first in Swiss.
Yes, and just in case you're unsure of who's who in Top Cut, our standings for Swiss yesterday, our top 8, is going 7-0. We have Ryan Nelson. In second place after Swiss, we have Freddie Camel, our YCS champion from this year. We have Luke Gleason, who's going to be on feature shortly. Long Nguyen, Alex Wang, Jack Harris, Douglas Tran, and Elliot Harris in 8th place. So those are our top 8 contenders today. They've all done an excellent job yesterday, being able to push through all the competition and make it to day 2. We'll cut to a break real quick, and then we'll get our feature match going. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining us from Florida. It's a long way away. We'll cut to a break in a second, and then we'll get our feature match going very shortly. And then we'll get all these 3 rounds of Top Cut today underway, and we'll crown our 2025 Victorian State Champion, who is going to be receiving free flights and accommodation all the way to Brisbane in July. Yeah, it's great. Hopefully you can join us the entire way through. See you in a sec.
Cheers.
Alrighty, we are back. We're about to commence our top 8 now. We need to change some names. Whoopsie daisy. Properties.
You can tell that we're absolutely prepared for this one.
Oh yeah, we're really professional here. So 0-0. We got Luke over here. G versus Jack H.
So again, we didn't see a lot of Malice yesterday. I think we had one at the last round. Again, very interesting considering current meta. That we do have this many Malice, I'd say. Face blue smile.
Hello, Jason.
Hello.
How are you?
So yeah, it would be good to get some representation, get some games of it on stream. I know a couple other players that are dying to be on stream right now that we'll hopefully see in round 4.
Yeah, hopefully.
In the finals. We'll see.
Alright, well, we don't have life points right now. It's really helpful, but...
I think they're both on 8k.
Yeah. At the moment, they are. Let's add another one here. Just pop this one right there.
Yeah. In between us.
Yeah, in between us. No, you can't see it that well. Our background is like white. Bang. Alright.
Perfect.
Cool. How we doing, everyone? We doing good? We excited for this? I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
Okay, very keen. See some good gameplay.
These players obviously played 7 rounds yesterday. Only X1s made it in 2 top cut. So we definitely do have some good duels here. Very interested to see how it goes today.
Certainly am. Obviously, we got Malice on the left, piloted by Jack Harris, and we got Mitsurugi Raziel on the right by Luke Gleason. Gonna get into this very shortly. It is 11:08, so we're running a little bit behind on this feature match. But our judge, Jared, in the background there is just making sure our opponent's decks are perfect. Making sure nothing's wrong with them, and that it's all good, and that we can get to playing.
We can see the sleeves on the Malice deck are the new state sleeves that top 16 got.
Just got awarded yesterday. Yeah.
Very nice, to be honest. I do like these ones. I think they're a little bit better than last year's.
Kita19, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that one. But yeah, those red sleeves are lovely. Personally, I prefer the purple ones from last year, though. Those are really nice. Alright, Jack gonna roll looks like a 9. Followed by Luke with a 6. So Jack's going to get to elect and probably go first. Thank you, Guido, for the follow. Cheers on that one. Going to cheer to Frederick Camel that time. I don't remember asking for your opinion at all, Yahweh, to be honest.
Damn you.
Yeah, Freddie's got this. He might have this in the bag, to be honest. 15-0, it's YCS, right? Yeah, 15-0 at YCS. Might just be able to pull it off today as well.
My money's on Ryan.
Secure that free flight to Oceans. Or does he already has one.
From YCS? I don't know if they do.
We might. I think he might. Because he was talking to previous YCS champion, Jason Wong, about it on that day. Yeah, he does, yeah. So I wonder, if he wins today, do they pass it down?
Saves money for the venue, I guess.
I guess so. Goes back into the budget. Maybe
Maybe let Freddie win.
Yeah. Let Freddie win so we can all share in the pool. YCS next year. Okay, so we just double stacks. That's crazy. Alright, getting life points up on the screen. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that too well, but that's okay.
There'll be a lot of 300s, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Just banked. Okay, that's cool. What if Freddie just keeps winning and he just never has to pay for anything ever again? That'd be pretty cool, actually. For him, not for me. I don't like paying for things. But that's alright.
We'll be streaming all the time, so it's alright.
About to... Yeah, true. Yeah. We'll be streaming YCS and Oceans. About to get into it. Players giving each other a fist bump. We see Nibiru, Ash, prayers in Luke's hand, I believe.
Yeah, seems alright at the moment. Depends who's going first again.
Cross out as well. And Habakiri in Luke's hand. That's not a bad hand. Yeah. I do believe that Jack on the left here is going first with Malice, though. Starting with a terraforming.
Obviously to come out for the Nelson on the ground. good start actually seeing the starters just because everything's gone to 2, I believe, except for Chessie.
Malice and Underground obviously being able to dodge that Ash and not be affected by it. It's pretty cool here.
Be interesting to see if Luke just holds on to the Ash, maybe for the White Binder during his turn, or even the
GWC 06,
MT,
maybe?
Yeah.
Sorry, MTP 07. Yeah,
Mm.
wrong one. Yeah, the Ash on your turn as going against Malice is quite powerful.
Especially not playing into talents as well.
Going to banish that Dormouse, summon back Dormouse by paying 300. Dormouse going to activate to banish White Rabbit from deck, and then same thing again, White Rabbit, pay 300, summon it back. And effect to go set a trap from the deck.
We'll see what he goes for here.
Is he ahead or is he behind? Looks like he's behind. Ooh. Yeah, that's 06. It's definitely 06. Thank you, Mateus. Appreciate it. Gonna link those two in a Splash Mage. Now activate Splash, target Dormouse, bring it back. Playing around the Bestial there. Good job. Bring back Dormouse, go for a link 3. Gonna see White Binder or probably...
We'll see. Most likely the
Red Ransom. Yeah.
Searching for that new spell, most likely, as
Quick
well.
play spell Malice. I don't know what I said there. Malice in the Mirror, new from Alliance Insight.
Nice targeted negation. Deck definitely needed a new spell to search. I think we're all waiting for that one, at least the Malice players.
Also, that banish effect is just crazy.
Exactly.
Being able to grab a March Hare from your deck and banish another name from the grave is insane.
Oh, we see the backup Adignista coming and hitting the field. An extremely good extender that's just come out in the deck for Alliance Insight.
Just searching yourself any Dark Cybers, I believe, and then discarding a card. Probably going to grab that Wizard Adignista. There he is. Wizard Adignista. Let's talk about that one. This is a crazy strong card. Being able to summon itself and one back from your graveyard. So strong. So free, even. Oh, it's right there, yeah. Alright, let's pull this up on the screen for everyone to see. There he is, my friend Wizard. For those of you who don't know, if you control a Cybers monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, you can target one Dark Cybers monster in your graveyard, special summon both the Wizard from your hand and the card in your graveyard in defense position. But you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except Cyberses. That's crazy. You're getting locked into Cyberses in your Cybers deck. It just doesn't matter. It also has a hidden effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target a monster your opponent controls, and change its battle position, allowing you to OTK a lot easier sometimes.
We see he's been able to link off the Red Ransom and the backup Adignista for the Cybers Wicked. I think just searching for follow-up, it looks like, for another backup Adignista. Is that a tuner?
Yeah, I believe Wicked searches a tuner, yeah. And backup is a tuner, yeah. Backup, leaving it on the end board in this matchup is also specifically powerful in this. Because of the destruction protection effect, protecting itself from Murakamo. But we see Luke activating that Nibiru here. Clearing the field, it's going to go through.
Going to be quite good. I think we've activated the Red Ransom effect already to banish and summon itself, so it looks like we might just be seeing a pass here.
We do have that 0-6 set. I wonder what we can do with that on this turn. We have Rabbit in Graveyard, so we can get a 0-7 out on the field during Luke's turn. Luke in the draw phase, presumably going to activate that Mitsurugi Press. Without a tribute here, going to search out Ameno Murakamo. Just going to be able to clear that Nibiru at the moment.
Yeah. And yet Luke's still got that Ash Blossom in hand. So we see it's a Fiendsmith Tract.
Oh, right. He is playing the 3 decks, isn't he?
Could always learn Yu-Gi-Oh! Never know, neither.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a wonderful game. Everyone should learn how to play it. It might be some of the most fun I've ever had.
Absolutely.
Some of my greatest friends I've met playing this game.
Not something I would have expected if I told that to 17-year-old Destyn.
Yeah.
That I would be here now commentating for Ozzie Collectables for the Victorian State Championship that's now currently in top 8.
You know, if I looked at myself in 2018 and never went to a local, and I decided against going to my first locals, you know, I never would have met all these lovely people that I know now. But enough of that. We see a Bestial Druid Worm being activated by Jack, and then a Magnemite being chained by Luke, targeting that same engraver just to put the body on the field. This is some December 2022 kind of play, you know? We got this Teal'c.
Banishing our own tears.
Yeah.
We can see
that
now.
Was so fun.
It looks like he might be syncing into a Chaos Angel to banish the token, banishing the set.
Well, the token's not an issue right now. We want to set the one unknown. We know that the set card closer to Jack's deck is the 0/6, and Luke knows that that's not a threat right now.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know what the middle one is, so we're just going to get rid of that. We'll probably assume that it's Malice in the Mirror. Goodbye, Malice in the Mirror. But now that's going to be able to trigger too.
Getting for follow-up for next turn.
Maybe even searching a March Hare so we can start playing this turn.
I think he's already got that one in hand.
Ooh, okay. Targeting that rabbit, yeah. How many Premier tops do you need to be a friend, Yahweh? You're already my friend, Yahweh. You have more than me. Hello, Justin. How are you today? Alright. Malice in the Mirror, banishing that white rabbit. White rabbit paying 300 to summon itself back. In defense position. Now going to activate to set the trap from the deck. Now I think we'll get that 0/7 on the field.
And then also still having that Marcher and then banish the Link monster from the graveyard. Will be quite nice, but again, we still know that Luke does have an Ash Blossom in hand, but we can see he's activating that Habakiri in the hand to be able to summon a Mitsurugi monster from the deck and then tribute one monster he controls, most likely going for Saji, I think.
Habakiri obviously being some very, very, very strong support for the TCG exclusive Mitsurugi archetype out of Alliance Insight. Really pushing this deck straight into competition. You know, earlier it was there and you had to be prepared for it, but it wasn't the deck that I was trying to beat. But now, I think it's just the best deck in the room.
It's insane.
So strong.
The free consistency you get from it as well. And again, just things like being able to play pre-prep now as well. Insane. Such
a strong grind game this deck has. But now Luke going to activate that Mitsurugi Ritual, summoning Ameno Murakamo from hand, tributing that Aramasa and the purple one from the deck.
Kusanagi, I think.
Yes. Good job. He's on it. Kusanagi from the deck. Kusanagi then going to add back, I think that was Prayers. Aramasa going to search another monster, and Murakamo resolving to destroy the face-up all the monsters on Jack's field. Aramasa going to grab back another Habakiri. Oh, we added back Ritual. Sorry, with Kusanagi.
Now, March Hare is only during the main phase, is that correct?
That is correct. There were Ryzeal cards in Luke's deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Give me a sec. So there.
We just haven't seen him yet. I'm doubting myself. It was round 2 yesterday, I think.
100% Ryzeal
cards. This is the three engine deck.
The 45 card.
I love this deck so much. I'm going to play it later today.
Oh.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. I'm going to enter an OTS championship and then play it. And
get your
probably
invite.
not do well. I already have my invite.
Oh. You know who doesn't?
Who?
Broden Tebnik. It's alright though.
It's alright. He'll get another Discord tag for that one.
Yeah.
Now, Malice March Hare going to activate in the main phase. Quick effect to banish a Malice card from the graveyard and summon itself. Going to get rid of that Dormouse. And now guess what? Dormouse going to pay 300 as well and summon itself back. Obviously, Jack now putting himself low on life points, activating a lot of effects.
We see now that he's activated the...
Sorry, that was just Murakamo responding to March Hare.
To discard.
Getting rid of a full loss from Jack's hand. It always sucks drawing these full losses.
Yeah. Especially for turn 6.
First. Anyway, the Mitsurugi Ritual going to be activated now, summoning Habakiri from deck by tributing the Murakamo from field. Then Murakamo going to trigger when it's tributed to search a Mitsurugi card, which is going to be Mitsurugi Prayers, and summon itself back. Unfortunately for Luke, we don't get the board wipe effect again, but imagine if we did. It would be crazy.
Insane.
It'd be banned on the spot. I'm going to go to battle phase now and just clear all the monsters on Jack's field, and we'll probably get through 3,200 damage here.
So we see Jack thinking at the moment if he wants this monster to die.
Yeah. Just checking the math here, checking if he lives or dies. Maybe he wanted to activate a Malice trap that was set that turn. Seeing if he lives through the Nibiru and the Murakama, but mustn't have. So he needed to keep both bodies on the field.
And again, it's important in Malice to keep your life points high, like in any other deck, but especially because you're going to need those little chips of 300 to actually play the game.
Yeah.
So if you get too low on life points, you'll find yourself being able to just run out of gash. It looks like it was the GWC, another TB11.
Well, he set that last turn at GWC. So he's going to bring back the Red Ransom and, more importantly, gain that 2,300 life points back, which is very important. And now, Red Ransom going to be able to search another spell because it's not on Link Summon, it's on Special Summon.
Most likely going for another Malice on the ground for
the follow-up. Now having 2 cards in Jack's hand. Gets to live another turn, but that Murakama going to tax 1 from the hand. So effectively, after drawing a card next turn, Jack's going to be playing with 2 cards.
And having the prayers as well, being able to turn on the Raigeki-like effect.
So strong into Malice. So devastating. Especially in a game state like this where, you know, I don't want to say anything too much, but I think Jack's a bit far behind in this.
Yeah.
The board wipe is just so strong. And the Magnemite resolving too, grabbing back a Durasworm. So Luke actually knows both the cards in Jack's hand right now. It's just the Malice and Underground and the Durasworm from earlier. Alright, flipping back to Jack's turn now, drawing a card. Couldn't quite see what it was.
Be interesting to see. Most likely, I'd say the card that he's drawn is probably going to be the one that's discarded. I think both the Durasworm and the Mouse in the Underground are too important for the extension.
Definitely going to need those to break through this board that Luke has built. And try to keep playing. It seems like we've drawn a Chessie Cat though.
We still do have that MTP set as well. Being able to search possibly for a March Hare. We would be missing out on the Banish effect at the moment. But both the Durasworm and the Melsa Underground, whichever one he decides to activate, can banish a Red Ransom from Graveyard. But we see, kind of forgot that he had the backup.
Yeah,
Mystery in hand.
He had more than 2 cards.
Yeah.
So the Chessie is going to be chained to, well, Murakama is going to be chained to the Chessie. Backup is going to be discarded, and Dormouse is going to be banished to draw 2 cards. So we taxed 2 cards from the hand, and we drew 2 cards. So we went even. But more importantly, we refreshed the hand, and we get the pay 300 to special summon Dormouse back. These cards are so strong. So many bodies that this deck can put up for seemingly free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We see the Dormouse being activated now, most likely banishing a White Rabbit.
There it goes.
And then being able to bring that back with another 300. Yeah, luckily he had the GWC to be able to reborn, gain that 2,300. It was very important.
Well, I believe if he didn't have it, he would have just been going to game 2 on the spot, because that Chaos Handle would have just attacked for game there, I believe. But now I'm going to link 3 into my good friend Whitebinder. Whitebinder going to target 3 Malice cards, well, 3 cards in either graveyard and banish them. I'll target Chessie Cat. Maybe Red Ransom here if we have enough life points. Doesn't look like we do, maybe.
Just
And
the
March Hare. And something from Luke's graveyard.
Maybe a Sargi or something like that.
No, back to ours.
Still thinking.
And the prayer ritual. That's a good one to banish. Means Luke can't activate his Durasworm and just get the advantage from it by getting the body on the field.
Yeah.
And also cuts him off from ritual summoning for the rest of the turn. Going to activate Chessie Cat to bring itself back.
The Marcher to add itself back as well. So we've got 3 cards in hand, I believe, at the moment. March, Druis, and the Field Spell.
Yeah.
We see now that the prayers is being activated, tributing the Murakamo. But there's also an Ash Blossom. Where are all these cards coming from that we're not seeing? Oh, it would have been drawn through the Chessie.
True.
Yes.
This deck just gets so many cards. Ooh. Tribute to the Murakami. Like, I know we wanted the board white, but this is going to be quite devastating, to be honest. Alright, setting up the Lacrima Requiem play now, but at the cost of our good friend Murakami. I'm sure he will be missed this game. He's so strong. There's 8 snakes. I think it is 8 snakes on that artwork. I'll bring back Requiem. Gonna search for Murakami. Jack just pointing it out. That still needs to happen here. Gonna grab back a Prez.
Luke activating the Requiem to summon most likely that Lacrima from the deck. But Impulse being chained.
It's very strong. See Ash Blossom in Luke's hand. And the Truest Swan, but no other interactions.
Very interesting. But we also have to keep in mind again that Jack isn't on a lot of life points. We don't have the exact amount. But there's been a lot of 300s and 900s being paid.
I do believe he just set 0-6 back to the field with the effect of White Binder. So now that's going to be able to restore his white life points, getting an extra 23.
We see an access code hitting the field now.
Yeah.
Can we have a look at the effect of Chaos Angel again?
We can. I believe currently it is unaffected by monster effects.
So I believe it would have been just the light. Actually, it was a Magnum, so it's both the effects. Yeah. So monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle, and light monsters, synchro monsters, you control are unaffected.
Card effect.
So
monster effects.
Luke most likely not dying here, but the access code being able to clear most of the field.
Actually, we still have that 0-7 set from last turn, so once we get enough damage in, we should just be able to banish the Chaos Angel and attack for game.
Luke still has the Ash in hand, I believe.
Well,
so we'll see how
we
it
know
goes.
that.
Yeah.
Jack doesn't. But we'll see. Here we go. You have to Ash this. Good job. Well done. Attacking for 53 over, I think 53 over 35. Taking a fair chunk of life points there.
Being able to Ash that MTP was extremely important as well. Obviously with the GWC not targeting as well to special summon, it means that the Bestial, I believe that's still in Luke's hand, won't really work with obviously trying
Wouldn't
to prevent
work at all
it.
even.
Yeah.
GWC can summon back from banish.
Exactly.
So this Bestial isn't doing anything against the Malice engine itself currently.
So
see Marcher coming down in main 2, gonna banish
most like the Red Ransom.
Yeah.
It depends on that. Obviously the life points,
which we can't quite see, but that's okay. Get rid of that Dormouse. I believe Dormouse this turn has already brought itself back.
Yeah.
So we might be looking at making a
Crypto.
What's this? A Link.
Hearts of Crypto?
Yeah, it should be. Does need 3 monsters. Can't make it with 2. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, there she is. Hearts of Crypto obviously going to be some very, very, very strong interruption. A non-target banish by recycling your Malice resources from the banish pile.
Exactly.
Or the banishment.
Banishment.
Yes, that's what it's called now.
Being able to boost itself up to 5k as well.
Its attack, yeah.
If somehow Jack decides to banish it, he can make it so that his access code can't be threatened at all. But again, it is on 53.
Alright, Luke drawing another Ash Blossom for that turn. Now, we do have prayers in hand, but we have no Murakami engrave, and it's banished, and our Mitsurugi ritual is also banished. So, that's not going to come back this turn at all. In 2 turns' time, we can get both the pieces back to summon Murakami again, but, you know, that's a while away yet.
We see
0-6 being activated now to reborn probably a Link monster so that we can gain life points back. So I think at the moment, Jack is very low on life points, and if this attack went through, it would be game over.
But it looks like he's chaining the Bestial to it. So it'd be interesting to see what he actually decides to do. Maybe it was better to hold it in case... I don't even know. Maybe...
Luke targeting that white binder to banish now. See if Jack has a response at all.
But now he just summons
that white binder back.
Yeah.
And gains 2,300 life points.
Now he gets banished. He summons something else.
Back. I believe he needs to summon a Link monster back so he has enough life to
survive this.
And go do a next turn for him. So summon it back, gonna gain 2,300 life points right now. I like him not dying.
Yeah.
Not dying is great.
It's handy.
Yeah. Having another turn gets you there a lot. I think we're just checking if we want to activate White Binder. Okay, we definitely have activated White Binder now. Targeting that Requiem to banish it. Habakiri. You know what? I would definitely be targeting Kusanagi here. Cutting that right off. And then we would just never have to worry about anything coming back.
Yeah. That
Murukama ever coming back. Targeting the March Hand now. Adding itself back. Banishing Habakiri and Fiendsmith Requiem. Chaos Angel attacking over the Malice Heart's Crypta for 1,000 damage. And Jewel Swarm attacking over White Binder for 200 damage.
These little chips of damage are good, but again, it doesn't matter if we keep on activating the GWC to gain 23.
Well, it depends what life points we're at now. Like, if Jack is under 900, he can now just never access that card again because it's already in the graveyard, and he would need to revive White Binder from the banishment by paying 900. So he can't do that if he's too low. Alright, Prayer's gonna reborn Kusanagi now, and then Kusanagi gonna add back from banishment. It's Rugi Prez. See, if we just banished Kusanagi earlier, I mean, wouldn't have to be worrying about this. That's okay. So if Luke gets another turn after this, he will have access to the Murukama back.
But we're linking off the Jerusalem
to
the
Moon and being able to send the Access Code Talker. Access Code Talker with those 3 Link monsters in the graveyard would have been crazy follow-up. Being able to banish our White Binder and then banish 3 more and then summon back 4 bodies for free. But obviously getting rid of that now before it becomes a problem. We can see that Jack is in a bit of a pickle right now. Looks a bit stressed, but that's alright. Let's see if he can persevere out of this.
Very back and forward game for this
I believe Luke just doesn't have any interaction for this turn outside of that Ash Blossom.
Yeah.
Which doesn't do a lot into the Malice archetype. The issue is whether or not Jack has enough life points to play.
Yes.
Because, like, we need to revive that White Binder or the Heart's Crypta.
We know 100% he has the March Hair, I believe, that he's added.
Yeah, but does he have enough life points to bring anything back? That's the real question here. Or does he have enough resources left in the extra deck to play without it? Not sure, really. Gonna activate the March Hair.
Most likely having at least something. Banishing the White Binder.
So we must have more than 900 life points. This is probably going to get ashed, though. Yeah, devastating. Absolutely devastating. And now it's just never coming back. Game is looking very rough for Jack at this point. Checking his grave, checking what he has. If there's anything that can save him at this moment. I think I count 6 monsters left in the extra deck?
Yeah.
Maybe 7. And it's looking like 7 Link monsters. Not going to be able to go into anything and conceding game 1 of top 8. Luke taking that win there. Luke probably feeling very good right now because he went second that game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Nibiru from turn 1 really just put in the work that game. Because if he'd left the Sabbath Wicked up, that Murakami was not killing anything.
Exactly.
And we probably would have been in quite a good spot, but unfortunately, Luke had the Nibiru and was able to tribute the entirety of Jack's field, and he had no extenders.
No.
He set one a pass. It was devastating, absolutely devastating.
Only having the GWC wasn't going to be doing enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, both these multiple Ash Blossoms that Luke has drawn into.
I think it was 3. I think he activated 3 that
game.
Yeah,
2 to 3.
31 viewers at the moment. That's more than yesterday. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you're appreciative of this gameplay. Hope it's good enough for you. I know if it was us down there,
we'd be done already.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 ways you could take that comment. You could either say we would have already lost, or we would already have won.
We'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, you decide. You decide. Who would win out of us two?
We'll find out.
I think it would have been a tie, personally. Could be evenly matched. What a cool Yu-Gi-Oh card. Hasn't seen play in a while, but you know what was nice? That evenly matched top cut map from... or was it the Judge map?
Nah, so it was Oshi's
2023. The one in Brisbane.
Yeah. That was a hot map. Then we had Imperm for the next...
Yeah, so evenly matched was the top cut map.
Yeah.
There was a Baron as well. Was that
That's
a Judge map? Yeah. I wanted that evenly matched map so bad. Unfortunately, that's when I was bad at the game, and unfortunately, nothing has changed. So that's why we're up here. Yeah. Giving everyone a chance, maybe just giving ourselves a chance.
Yeah.
We'll never know. All right, our duel is shuffling up, finishing siding, shuffling up for game 2. Do you reckon this will go to a game 3?
Maybe.
I hope so.
It depends, because obviously... I was going to say that Lancia, but it doesn't look like...
Greetings, my friend Lancia.
We're seeing, Ash Fuller, Lancia, Thrust, and a Bonfire, I believe?
If it's Bonfire, it's enough. Ice in this deck is absolutely full combo into all 3 engines and into game.
But we're seeing a set and pass.
It didn't even have to use Lancia. Okay.
Nice.
Drawing a nib. Okay, well...
it is a Bonfire.
There must be enough hand traps in Jack's hand to stop this.
Bonfire's
Any one hand trap does this, and will stop Luke's turn. However, that Lancer is just going to end Jack's turn in response to that.
Yeah. I was looking at the list for Luke. I completely forgot because I couldn't see the Bonfire, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's at 1. Yeah.
So nice. I think it's just sort of...
all these cards going through. No Impulse, no Imperm, no Ash on the Bonfire, no Droll either. This is not looking great for Jack right now. And it's looking very, very good for Luke. Gonna summon that X, search that sword. Now probably going to Exist summon into my good friend, King of the Feral Imps.
I've just got some news that Ryan Nelson has beat Elliot Harris in Top Cut. So
my predictions are very, very strong.
Good to see. Good to see. Hopefully we get to see Ryan in the next match, but we'll have a look.
Well, Ryan will either be playing against Freddie Camel or
Douglas Tran, I believe.
Douglas Tran, whoever is the victor of that match. King of Feral Imps now detaching the ice, going probably to attempt to search a Habakiri. Jack Harris now thinking if he wants to respond to that. It's going to let it go through. Going to search at Habakiri. Ooh. He's getting so many cards off of this one Bonfire. This is everything. Insane. This is absolutely everything. And all. This is why I like this deck. Yeah. It does everything, and it's so fun. And all hand traps are bad because you just have more engines in hand. I love this deck so much. Habakiri now going to summon Saji, tribute King of the Feral Imps from deck.
To get the Saji for a level 4.
Yep, going to get a level 4 body. More importantly, going to search that Mitsurugi Prez. Mitsurugi Ritual, sorry. Yeah. Activating it. Going to tribute that Habakiri from hand. Going to get the Impulse though. There we go. All right.
Let me see. Not too much, I believe.
We can continue extending with Sword though, so...
It's true.
We can go into full Raziel combo now. Greetings, Ext.
Ext for next turn. Honestly, you can special summon actually. You special summoned one on ice. Is that right? Yeah. Only if he needs the extended
Yeah,
though, but we see
you can
him
special summon it this turn, but probably would rather keep it follow-up at this time.
summoning Duo Drive just
Getting
to get
Solemn Striked. Get out of here.
Not much, I think, Luke can do from here. But honestly, again, we do have a little Lancia.
My friend Lancia, yeah.
So it's not looking good.
The second Jack summons a Dormouse or activates a Underground, that Lancia is coming down.
Exactly.
And it's going to feel very bad for Jack. It's a Ball Drake going to be targeting
The King of the Fairy
the King of the Fairy
Lamps,
Lamps.
Yeah.
In response to the Twins of the Eclipse. Twins of the Eclipse should... Oh no, the Duo Drive wasn't summoned correctly, so
Yeah.
nothing gets summoned back here. Yeah.
We finally get that thrust as
now.
well.
And more importantly, Jack now controls
But
a
there's an
monster.
Ash.
Okay, never matters. Don't worry.
It's fine. But again, we're seeing that Jack is now down to one card in hand, drawing another one to the next turn.
All right, let's take a look at what he might have searched with that. Do you want to get that list up for Luke?
I think...
Was it just a talents?
No, I think we're going for a Fiendsmith Tract there. We do have a
Ooh.
talents as well, but having that
Tract
Fiendsmith-
actually wouldn't have done much for us because we're rank 4 locked from the extra deck.
This is
Yeah.
true, actually. So yeah, most likely we'd probably be going for a talents.
Yeah. Talents, maybe take a look at the hand and rip the last card?
Yeah.
Doesn't even need to use the Lancia again. Just setting one and passing. This is passing back.
Passing
Okay.
back.
Another chance to be met with Lancia. This is quite a grim game state for both duelists at this point. But Luke, obviously, maybe in the lead. How many... As I meet you?
Yeah.
How many twins of the Eclipse twins does Luke play?
Luke only plays one
One.
in his extra deck.
I meet you getting hit with Ash Blossom, attacking for 25 directly with Baldrick. Is this going to be Baldrick beatdown?
No, we're sitting
No,
in
activating
prayers.
Prayers, tributing Habakiri from hand.
And we're
that's
just
game.
scooping it up.
All right,
there.
Luke advancing into the top 4 of the 2025 Victorian State Championships, taking out Jack Harris in top 8. Both of these players have done extraordinarily well to get to the point that they're at today, and you know should really take pride in the things that they've accomplished this weekend. We're gonna go meet up with Jack and Luke, and we'll see if we can get one or both of them up for a little chat, and just congratulate them and have an interview with them. We'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody, we are back. Sorry we didn't get either of those people up for an interview. There wasn't a lot of time in the round. We've sorted our next feature match out, and more importantly, we have some updates to give you about top 4. So moving into top 4, we have Ryan Nelson, now completely undefeated through the entire tournament, playing the Heraldic Raziel deck.
Yeah.
We have Alex Wong with Malice.
I believe Malice, yeah.
Malice. So Ryan and Alex are playing. They're going to be our next round feature. And we have Luke Gleason from Just Then and Douglas Tran playing Malice. So we have 3 Raziel decks and 1 Malice deck.
Yeah.
2 Malice decks. No, 2.
Two, yeah.
All right.
Be
That's
interesting.
very cool.
Yeah.
All right. I made my predictions about how Top Cut would go out, and it has turned very sour. The situation has soured in that regard. Only one of my top 8 predictions has gone correctly. But that's okay. Our top 8 finishes, we have Freddie Camel losing to Douglas Tran there. We have Elliot Harris losing to Ryan. We have
Long
Nguyen losing to Alex. And we have
Luke Gleason losing.
Jack Harris losing to Luke.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Freddie, Long, Elliot, and Jack. They've all done very well. They should all be very proud of themselves this weekend. Such an accomplishment to make top 8 at the 2025 Victorian State Champs.
We won't be too long. I think now we're just going to be waiting for Ryan and Alex to come on to
Yeah,
the
so
feature match.
all our matches are done. They just finished then, actually. It was a very close game. Very good-looking game from Freddie and Douglas. But yeah, just waiting for their new pairings to be printed out. But we all know who's playing who. And we're going to get Alex and Ryan on stream downstairs. And it's going to be good. And we'll be right back with top 4 of 2025 Yu-Gi-Oh! Victorian State Champs here at Ozzie Collectables.
Welcome back to the Victorian States Championship.
Okay, they're here. Great.
Both-
Let's update this really... Oh, I don't have to change the Malice. I just have to change this. Both our duels are ready and already starting play. Ryan's starting with a 7th Tachyon there.
I believe this is full combo for Ryan being able
It is.
to
X Raziel is essentially an FTK, so if everything goes through, it's very good for Ryan here.
Very interesting to see how this deck plays. I've been wanting to see it since round 1, pretty much.
We've been hiding it, and we've been saving it for a good moment. Unfortunately, we should maybe... I kind of wanted to save this for the finals, but we wanted to get it on just in case, and we also just had Luke on feature, so we'll change it up a little bit.
Now, X Raziel sending that Heraldic Beast. We'll get the text up in a second for this one.
Yeah,
but
sorry. In just a moment.
I remember Ryan playing this kind of deck with Time Thieves like years and years ago, and I was like, whoa, that's insane. But it's really good to see him bringing it back, I guess. Alex just reading the cards. Absolutely, I wouldn't expect him to know what Ryan will be doing.
No one's paid attention to these all format, and now it's coming back to bite them.
We see that X-Rizul has search for the node, and then so we'll get the Xyz monster up first.
Which one?
Next. Yeah.
Okay.
Now X-Rizul has sent the Heraldry Patriarch. Pretty much the effect is just what we need is if this card is sent to the graveyard, which luckily enough you can do it with X, you can send 2 Heraldic Beast monsters from your deck to your graveyard. Obviously Heraldic Beast, a deck where it's just full of level 4 extension. Honestly, insane how far Ryan has been able to go. A real pioneer of these sort of
currently
cooked decks.
8-0.
Yeah.
Now the whale, which he has just summoned.
Yeah, we'll need to read a bunch of these ones.
I believe searches 2 spells, which are 2 heraldry spells from your deck to your hand, and that is the most important one of this. More importantly for Ryan, it gets banished later.
We can see 3 level 4 monsters going into, I believe that's Evil Swarm or Ouroboros, being able to hand a rip a card. Alex not having a fuller
nothing here. No hand traps either so far. This is going to be absolutely devastating. Ripping 1 so far.
Looks like an Allure of Darkness.
That does look like an Allure of Darkness. More importantly, like, you need 3 material to make Ouroboros, but you only need 1 to use the effect. So Eclipse Twins goes crazy. It goes absolutely insane.
We see the Star Rizul being able to detach material and set the Rizul cross. Again, full combo. Ryan's been doing this all day. We see now he's activating his spell. It's on the screen. Advanced Heraldry Art. Targeting 2 Heraldic Beast monsters and special summoning them. And then you can Xyz summon using those 2 monsters.
And it's not once per turn.
Not once per turn at all.
Once per turn is not on this card. This is absolutely crazy.
Going straight into
and he has 2 of them. He has 2 in his hand. He has another one later on.
Might as well just be Soul Charge, almost.
Almost. Okay, so deck. Leo can search a monster. Stadwale can normal discard. Yeah, these cards are insane. I don't know why you got FTK'd by the bot, unfortunately. But like these cards are absolutely insane. This combo is absolutely insane. He's going to rip 3 from this hand. And we have Plasma Hole there to back it all up if anything goes wrong. These cards are absolutely crazy.
We see
such a big combo going on right now.
And Xyz, I believe, for maybe the Eclipse Twins.
Yep. Which is going to bring back Ouroboros later. He's going to rip
another
3 cards. Rip 3 cards, Cross, Detonator, and Plasma Hole. Like,
insane.
It's so hard to deal with.
Now, I know there's a couple of other tech cards that Ryan is playing as well. Be interested to see if he's able to bring them out. But we see an Impulse on that node.
And Ryan just gives that thumbs up, says that's all okay. I don't mind this. No, it wasn't on the... Yeah, it was on the node. Sorry, I thought it was on the Eclipse Twins. It's on the node.
It's fine, because I'm bringing out that Ouroboros anyway, and I'm going to rip another card.
You've already ripped 1 for me.
Nice 2 cards in hand. I still have this Plasma Hole. I still have the Advanced Heraldry Art as well.
Now, I believe... Oh, there goes a March Hare. I believe one of the monsters in Ryan's extra deck is able to copy the effect of Ouroboros.
I believe so. Number 69.
4-3.
I think...
Either way, it rips a lot of cards. I haven't seen the full combo. I think he's been stopped from the full combo every single time he's tried, but like it's doing enough.
It looks like Alex is just
scooping straight away. Quick matches with this deck. Going straight into game 2 of top 4. Giving that win to Ryan. Yeah, this deck is absolutely insane. I'm so excited we finally got it on stream. Ryan said yesterday, when I asked at round 2 or something, he said, save for final. And it's very close. We're almost there. Unfortunately, we almost did save for final, but we didn't want to have Luke on stream back to back. But that's okay.
3 times on stream, that would have been
well, he might.
Yeah.
Next round. Yeah, he definitely could next round, but, you know, twice in a row and then potentially 3 times in a row is...
I think we've seen multiple times.
We'll
throughout
give him a
the
break.
day as
We'll give him a
well.
break, yeah.
The Raziel deck, most likely Mitsurugi, being able just to clear all of the Malice decks. Definitely that Habakiri.
Oh, there's no
Insane.
Mitsurugi cards in Ryan's deck at all. But regardless, Murakama is absolutely insane into Malice. But that hasn't stopped Malice from taking half of our top 4 positions. Alex and Douglas both playing Malice in the top 4. 1 Mitsurugi Raziel and 1 Heraldic Beast Raziel, which we see right now.
I'd put money on it that this was probably the only Heraldic Beast Raziel in the whole room.
In the tournament. It definitely might have been. It's up there for coolest decks that we've seen so far, but round 6 yesterday, the Mitsurugi Tachyon Trickstar deck was very
insane.
Very cool.
I think that was probably my favorite game of the day.
I don't know about my favorite game, but yesterday was definitely my favorite deck. From Paul Zed. Very, very cool innovation he's made. Yes, defeating Denim Smith in that game. Fortunately for us, we can see the life points this game.
This time, yeah.
It didn't matter much then, but Alex should be going first this time, so we'll see those life points be manipulated a little bit.
We'll see if Ryan's just able to get a Lancia this time as well, making it a quick 2-0.
Quick 2-0, and then we can go get a coffee or something. That would be great. Tez, thank you for the follow 11 minutes ago. Sorry I missed that one. I appreciate it. Appreciate the 38 of you that are in chat. I think slightly before it was up in the 40s, but I didn't say anything about it. But yeah, we appreciate you all here for us for the top 4. 2 more rounds to go of the Victorian State Champs for 2025. We're getting into game 2 now. Duel's drawing. Ryan, I can see a 7th Tachyon. I believe that was a Raziel Cross as well. And
Is it a Lancia in the last?
Oh, it is.
Shotgunning the Lancia.
Bang. Goodbye.
Obviously wants to play just in case the Alex does have the. Is that a Heat Wave?
Oh, that is Heatwave. Okay.
Nice. Well, both players have elected to turn skip each other.
Yep. Hello, Matt Starmer. How are you? I'll be seeing you later today at another OTS Championship.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, passing back to Ryan here. But he's under Heatwave, obviously, so...
No normal monster primates in his deck, I believe.
No, not this time around. 7th Tachyon going to be activated. Going to be searching that X Raziel, I
Most
believe.
likely he can search for another Lancia, can't he?
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
True. And we're going to be turn skipping again.
We'll see if Alex is able to have another Heat Wave.
What a fun game we have going on. Floodgate, and now another Floodgate.
Thinking at the moment, yeah,
Ashing that
has
one.
to have
Yep.
Ash.
That's okay, Ryan says. Passing back to Alex. Greetings, Chessy Cat.
I can tell you now, I was not expecting a Heatwave to be played by Alex, but definitely...
I don't think we got
Good
Alex's deck list.
No.
We probably would have seen that. I caught that one earlier, but no. For those of you who don't know, this very, very old card. I will bring it up for you right now. It's a cool card from a long time ago. Very powerful. Saw it recently, most recently in the Tenpai deck that Alex previously played. He played this last year at States for, I think, a top 4 finish. Yeah. It was definitely top 8. I think it was top 4.
Top 4, yeah.
A lot of Tenpai last year in our top cut. Anyway, Alex is going through the motions now, playing his combo. Doesn't have to deal with any Lancia.
There's a lot of Tenpai in all the states last year. I think it was the most represented, most winning.
From each of them.
Yeah.
Which was, I don't want to say unfortunate for those participating, but it was, unfortunate for us. At least. There's not much to talk about. The games were quick.
Yeah.
Just immediately off cam. Oh, wow. You got OTK'd.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. Trident Dragon. Amazing.
Yep. Alright. No interactions from Ryan Nelson so far to stop Alex. Alex going straight into the Crypto OTK, trying to get this done as quickly as possible. It's almost like we're back to Tenpai.
Yeah.
Ryan might have a stop here, though. He hasn't scooped.
I think he might just be letting...
Yeah, okay. Just letting him play it out. And we're already into game 3 of top 4. These games are very quick. Whoa. 4-1? Not quite. 1-1. There we go.
Alex is laughing at the moment at most likely that heat wave.
Feels good after winning that, but now he has to deal with Ryan's combo deck.
Exactly.
Going first.
We don't have the list, unfortunately, for both of these players. But we can definitely expect maybe the mulch armies to come in. I think any mulch army is definitely important against Ryan's deck. Because obviously it's going to be refilling your hand whilst it gets hand ripped. You kind of don't want that.
Update on the 4 eliminated. Our 4 eliminated were Freddie Camel was defeated by Douglas Tran. Elliot Harris played against Ryan Nelson and lost. Alex Long Nguyen played against Alex and lost. And Jack Harris played against Luke Gleason and lost. Ryan's citing in some extra deck cards now. Yes, Jason, this heat wave is your fault. Why have you done this? Thank you, Doom Waves, for the follow. 59 viewers now. Wow. This, everyone must be watching for Ryan's deck.
100%.
If I was Alex, and I'm going second into this deck, I am
Terrified.
Hands and knees praying to draw Droll and Lockbird. I think that is the only card that has a chance at stopping Ryan's deck.
I think, again, we do know some techs that Ryan does have some hidden technology that will be making a stop to Alex's deck. I think a certain card that was banned originally.
Friendly boy from Sword Soul.
Yeah.
The Worm Goat Protoss.
Look at
That's
Peaks.
what I'm saying. Hello, Peaks. How are you? Yeah. Protoss is here for if we get hit with a mulch army, and then we can say, okay,
Nice dark
you
monsters.
cannot summon dark monsters now, and the game is over. But obviously, like last time, if there's no hand traps, Alex is, even through hand traps, impulse, Alex is getting hand looped for 3, 4 even. It's very, very frightening deck to be going, to lose the die roll too,
Exactly.
to be honest. I would. If I queued into this on Master Duel, I'd leave immediately, because I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, the minute the Ouroboros hits the field, I'll be like,
I'm gone. I'm out of here. Unless I have, specifically, Droll and Lockbird, which, for Alex's sake, we hope he draws. For Ryan's sake, we hope he doesn't. But we're not picking favorites here.
I am.
We're not picking favorites here at the commentary booth for the 2025 Victorian Yu-Gi-Oh! State Championships, held here at lovely Ozzie Collectables in Emmering. Check out their online store. They got plenty of stuff on there. They got some Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles as well.
Yeah.
It's great. Good store, good location, amazing TO.
Absolutely.
Steven Singh. Shout out to the literal GOAT. The OG best TO in Melbourne. Still might be.
Yeah.
I think they're all. I think a few of them are all equally as good as each other.
He's like the father of all.
Yeah.
He's up the top.
I mean, he did train the
Yeah,
other
he did.
best one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Josh trained Dalton, and it's all this whole
Nice.
thing. Yeah, true. It's all the
It all
train.
starts from Steven.
It all starts from Steven. All right. Going into our game, Ryan, I believe, has combo and is met with Perulia. We might just play through that Perulia, to be honest, and Protoss. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We do have a couple copies of 7th Tachyon, which, as we know, is full combo. A Called by the Grave and a Triple Tactics Talent. So we might say okay to this Perulia and just go for the Protoss line.
Yeah.
Protect it with the Call by and rip a card with Talents and just be done with it. Gonna be searching X-Razor with this, which, as we know, is full combo.
Full combo.
Or maybe this is an ice line because we don't want to give too many draws on the Perulia. We'll see. We'll see.
Looks like, yeah, we're
That was
going for
definitely
the X.
X-Brazil. Okay.
I think we might be holding that call by possibly for a droll.
Certainly are.
Yeah.
We need to stop the draw. The Perulia, we can give our opponent 10 draws. If they're on a Protoss, they still can't play. Yeah. Perulia not draw phase. Perulia was draw
I
phase.
think draw phase,
believe. Yeah. Otherwise, we probably would have seen Talents immediately.
Yeah. Being able to, again, search for a Raziel monster and then this Heraldry Patriarch sending 2 from the deck to the grave. Just insane value off of one card.
Crazy card. Can't Talents if it doesn't play anything then.
True. Sending Heraldic Beast, I believe, something. And maybe the Whale. Not too sure. Just both of them. Are these...
We want to search the whale so we get the summon effect, right? Yeah. What did you want to see?
Can we see the Heraldic Beast, the one that he sent? I think Leo, maybe.
This guy.
Nah,
No.
the monster.
Oh, the tiger thing.
Yeah.
Would you say that this is the lion?
The Leo, yeah, the lion.
In this case, is Ryan the lion and Alex the small dog? We'll find out.
the
Maybe
sheep.
this Purley is putting in work.
So yeah, when this card is sent to the graveyard, add 1 Heraldic Beast monster. So obviously searching again for the whale. Hello.
Hello, Honor. How are you? Ryan is currently comboing under a Purlia. He has made the decision that he does not care. And we are met with...
Fuller.
Yeah, that is a fool. This one might just be hit with Cold Bay. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye, my friend. Fool loss. Unfortunate for Alex there. Probably going to see that Talons come down right away. And just ripping any further hand traps. And praying he doesn't draw into more. And then Protosing Alex. The Protoss line gives a minimum of 2 more draws.
Yes.
But I think that's okay when your opponent literally cannot
Can't
summon any
summon
monsters. Yeah. Such a powerful card. Probably shouldn't have come off the ban list. And, you know, it's not even being played in Sword Soul. Well, it is, but, you know, Sword Soul's not being played.
I think the last time we saw it being played was actually in Ritual Beast.
Yeah,
as
true.
well.
Last year. About this...
Around-
No. Maybe 10 months ago or so, yeah. Around the time of Oceanics last year. That was a cool deck, but unfortunately had to compete with both Snake Eye and Ubel.
And then all the Melch armies came out, and all of them affect that deck.
Yeah, that deck loses to about 7 different cards. Anyway, Ryan continuing to play here, summoning that
The whale.
whale. Does this whale have to discard to activate?
Yes.
Alright, thinking on the discard here. And then going to be searching 2 copies of a double reborn spell.
So we're discarding the star. Is the star able to summon from the grave, or is it only from hand?
Only from hand,
Okay.
yeah.
We see now the ashes come on that whale.
That's okay. We still, at the end of the day, have this Protoss line. We still have this. Alex now having 3 cards in hand, I believe. He's drawn 3 times and he's used 3 cards. So it goes to 7, uses 3. No, we have 4 cards in hand. Sorry. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining us today. This is probably the coolest coolest deck we'll have today. 3 level 4 monsters going straight into that Ouroboros. Gonna rip some more cards.
Interesting to go into this one, but again, I think we just want as many cards out of Alex's hands.
I believe so. Yeah.
So that we can possibly go still into this Protoss.
Well, we're not under Fool Loss, so summoning Ouroboros doesn't give it a draw.
Yeah.
And now we can just get rid of 1 more card, put him on 3 cards in hand. So we still haven't seen a lot of Ryan's hand. I don't believe he has much hand traps. There we go. Talents ripping another, putting him on 2 cards in hand. Maybe just saying, if you can play, you can play.
If there's a bestial hit, no, there's not. We have a Imperm.
Imperm, Dormouse, Gold Sark, and Malice in the Mirror. Sorry, Malice in Underground.
Underground, yeah.
Who knows? Ryan could still just have like a Lancier in hand.
I don't know if he does.
But
I think
I'm
he
not
has
sure.
His last card in hand, I believe, is a Node.
Oh, Node is good here. Very good here.
Does the whale summon... What? Can we get the whale up, please?
Hello? What is this card? Why does it do that? You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 2 Heraldic Beast monsters in your graveyard with the same name, special summon them in defense position. What is that?
That's
okay.
absolutely a card effect.
So now we're just going to be under Protoss as well as having 2 more summons from hand. So we'll go to... It's 3 now, right?
We're just hoping that obviously an Imperm isn't going to be drawn.
Yeah.
Most
I
likely
think that is the
worst case
Imperm
scenario.
or Impulse are the only cards that could do it at this point.
Alex praying at the moment. We can see with the hand gesture of looking at the card. We're hoping it might be an Imperm. Or
Can we just talk about this whale for a second? Why does it do that?
It's,
that is crazy. That is insane. I didn't know it did that. I thought they just had the spells to reborn, but this is wild.
Alright, so we are banishing now.
Alright, here he comes. Banishing 3 different attributes, I believe, from the graveyard. Drawing 1. Is it Imperm?
We are calling most likely Dark
There we
here.
go. Dark has resolved. Okay. Destroying our Ouroboros, but that's okay. Because now, Alex can't play at all.
No.
He has 3 cards in his hand that we know of. Goldsuck, Field Spell,
Dormouse.
and Dormouse.
All
And
of
guess
them.
what they all do? Summon a Dark Monster through one
Exactly.
way or another. This is looking very, very, very rough for Alex right now. I wonder if there's anything he can do to get through this.
Alex just needs to see the imperm for the next turn, but again, it might just be too late. If the card in hand is Node on Ryan's,
The Imperm won't be doing enough.
no. But we can see he's got the Chessy Cat that he
normal
has drawn either full turn or with the Perulia. Hopefully he wants to just obviously draw into an answer here. Protoss, such a strong card. Even the Escardos, the other arch nemesis.
I believe Ryan does play
He does
that
play
one as
both.
well.
I played it a while ago. I remember being able to search it with Melody of Awakening Dragon.
Oh, wow. Is it a dragon?
It is a dragon.
Okay.
So playing it to any bestials, but most of the time I play it in tier, so you can pop aquas. Good times.
Yeah, we never had Protoss and Tier legal at the same time. Imagine Protoss locking your opponent for Dark in Tillman. They just
Game
can't
over.
play, yeah. Or you're going second, just destroy 7 different tiers
Literally.
and they get a lot of stuff back. However, Alex looking like he draws 2 cards, sets some. That might be an Imperm here. That might save him from the Protoss, obviously. But if Ryan has Node in hand, it's just not going to be enough.
Holy, it's Nambiri.
Oh my god. Hello, Nambiri, my friend.
Send me a voice
Greetings,
memo
Nambiri.
saying bombo clap. Thank you.
We'll put that on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alex just really mulling over his decisions right now. If he can do anything in this situation to help him, but he can't. Passing back to Ryan. That set needs to be an Imperm, and then he needs to have another hand trap to even have a chance here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If this Protoss calls dark
Oh my
and it
God,
resolves.
Okay. Even if we can't get OTK, this is just too much.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna activate that again. Oh, we can just
Banshee.
search another Pyro. We can just
search
search
for
Ice Fraziel. Wow. Okay, well, this is a lot, and this is looking like it's just gonna be game.
All the X.
X, yeah.
Again, X being able to sell most likely another Heraldry Patriarch.
Could be an Eclipse Twins. Who knows?
That too. We are
Switching that Protoss to attack. Obviously, it's pretty big. It's got 2,500
25.
attack. It's nothing to scoff at.
can't be sure by card effects as well. Kind of
True,
relevant sometimes.
Relevant a lot of the time.
Oh, it's relevant.
'Cause
The effect, yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Greetings from North Korea. Shout out from North Korea. I love Kanye too. Have you heard that new song? I think it's called Jesus is King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're sending the Eclipse Twins with the X Raziel. We're seeing what we'll be bringing back. It could just be the Ouroboros to rip another card. I think that's the only target, actually.
Yeah,
Yes,
the game is very much over. We're just going through the motions at this point. I don't think there's anything Alex could have that puts a stop to this, but you know, Ryan let Alex play through the
yeah.
OTK last game. Maybe Alex is going to be nice and let him do it. Let Ryan showcase the deck a little bit.
Sometimes it's important as well because your opponent can always just.
They can always misplay, but it's so unfortunate.
Yeah, this
that
one
we're just now on
especially.
a Protoss.
Yeah,
Nambiri, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Appreciate that one. And thank you to the 56 of you that are joining us right now. Unfortunately, we only have one more match after this, and
But it's gonna be a good
coming up
one.
pretty quickly. Finals will be starting. We might give the players a little bit of just a break to like chill out because you know some of them might be a bit nervous.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it'll start as quickly as the players want it to start. We might have a little chat with Ryan first. He's very cool, calm, and collected about this entirety of the tournament. Shout out to the now 60 of you with us. But yeah. Has the other match finished? I am not aware of that yet. Destyn, do you want to have a peek?
Look through the window.
We can have a window here. We're upstairs. We can see everything that goes on downstairs.
It looks like it has finished. I'm not too sure on who has won.
Let me check some Facebook chats, seeing who's in here.
But yeah, again, we can see Ryan, just as I said, going through the motions, summoning the duo drive, touching more materials, and being able to search, just making sure 100% that he does have this. But again, it's...
Alright, I don't at current have any updates on our other top 4 match, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm just going through the motions right now. Going for the OTK. This game is over. We've been meows. Is that meows? I don't think it matters that much. Doug wins in top 4. Thank you, Hargreaves. Okay, Doug wins in top 4. Moving into the finals of the 2025 Victorian State Championships. Probably, most likely at this point, looking at this game state, playing against Ryan Nelson.
Exactly.
Going to have probably Heraldic Beast playing against Malice. Yeah. What a crazy matchup.
I wouldn't have put my money on it at the start of the day, but it's going to be good. Yeah. Hello, we've got one of our head judge
here
today. It's Kara.
Should we mute our mic real quick?
No, there's no problem. I just wanted to know how this match was going, but
do you want to watch?
I didn't want to go down there and interrupt them.
That's fine.
Game 1, Ryan went first and had X, and Alex had no hand traps. So game 2, Ryan lanced him, he passed. No, Alex heat waved him and passed, and then Ryan went 7 Tachyon for another Lancer but got ashed, and then Alex
So scared.
and now this game is happening, and Alex just concedes to Ryan Nelson, admitting defeat in top 4 and letting Ryan move on into the finals. Ryan he told us he would be in the finals, and now he just is in the finals. He manifested it. He told us save for finals, and
he's got it.
He's got it. He's got it on lock. We're gonna go grab Ryan, see if he wants to have a quick chat before the finals, and then we'll let him cool down a bit, and then we'll get straight into it, bringing you the finals of the 2025 Yu-Gi-Oh! Victorian State Championship here at Ozzie Collectables. We'll be right back. hello. We're back with Ryan Nelson.
Hello, friends. Hello, stream. Hi, chat.
It's very good. Chat is here. We got Honor. We got a bunch of people here. We got Honor, Hargreaves, Nambiri,
Nambiri's here.
Wow.
Peck, Jason Huang, Cody Thorne, Zave. We've got everyone here.
All of them. Yeah.
But what we want to do, I know you have a lot of things to say about your deck.
Yes, I do.
Say whatever you want to say. Just go ahead.
Yeah, it's really good. I
Yeah,
put my
that's it.
faith. I put my faith in the Lord of Protoss.
He's very strong.
There's a lot that went into that deck to like actually make it work, and like very different incremental like pieces of information and time that went into that deck, and I mean that game there I was of course incredibly lucky. I mean I think game one's like a standard game.
Yeah.
Like I have a decently high chance to open a card that such as Extra Iziel. Yeah. Then if I don't get drolled, the Extra Iziel push and the Hardig push can always achieve a good strong board no matter what happens, more or less. Like he only had Impulse. Like that turn one, he's losing his entire hand.
The Impulse
and
does not matter at all.
And Impulse is the worst card he can draw against my deck. Because the card I'd be hand looping is just the Impulse. So game one he was gonna get like Cross, Baguska, and Protoss for Dark as well, on top of the hand loop 4.
Okay.
So like that's what it does.
So Cross,
Yeah.
Gooska in defense,
Yeah.
Protoss for Dark,
Yep.
and Handloop 4.
Yep. Yeah. That's
Well,
the
what?
1x combo.
We see why you've been
Yeah.
undefeated.
Well, that was the first game I've actually done the hand loop. The only other hand loop I did was a single one card versus YCS champion, Frederick Kamel, and I hit his only Mitsurugi card, so I guess it was the relevant thing I needed to do. And then, well, that game 2 there was funny when he heat waved me. I had a feeling he does things like that. I actually had put 2 Solemn Warning in my deck going second, just for that example.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of cards. There's a lot of draw passing on Floodgate hand traps, so just a Solemn
Just the way
Warning
the
just to
game
ensure.
is.
But I draw a lot of 7th Ascensions, so I couldn't really do anything that well. And then, game 3 I was incredibly lucky. I had Talons and Cold Buy. I don't Cold Buy them or Charm Me because I still need a Cold Buy either Fua or Draw. And then, and then like the interesting thing with the Talents is like when I use it, because even with the Flag and the Protoss, he can get 2 more draws, and it's really just pray he has one thing and I put it back and then he doesn't draw another thing, and that's what it was. It was incredibly lucky. I'm not really proud of it. Like when I looked at that situation, it could literally be like a Baguska pass. It could be a few different things. It could be like Star Liege, Baguska or something like that. Like Talents look, put back, but it worked out.
About the talents,
Yeah.
so obviously you talenced him, ripped
Yeah.
the Imperm, then
Yeah.
gave him 2 more draws.
Yeah.
Is there ever a world where you summon Flag, and then
Yeah.
he lets that search resolve, and then you rip the Imperm and
It's
give him 1
it's
draw?
50. Yeah, that is what I was thinking. That's probably optimal, but the issue with Flag in your hand can be impulsed as well.
Yeah.
That's the other issue. So
Because do you think that there's ever a world where they Imperm the Flag instead
there
of
is.
Protoss?
Yeah, people have done it. It's really just on the person. They probably shouldn't, but again, like there are some boards where if they let the Flag resolve, you can make the Star Liege, and then they can't
True, yeah. and
Imperm
they
or
can't
Veiler
Imperm
the
you at all.
Protoss. So yeah, it's tough. I used the luck I needed, like 9-0, very lucky.
Yes.
I have a very strong Malice matchup.
So you're feeling
Not like it's a complicated matchup, it's very simple. Because my deck has the ability to let them do as much as they want. They can use all their interaction. They get confident. They set up all their bodies, and then it's I have several 1-card Banshees into Flag into Protoss, and it's just
So you feel good about the fact that you've played against now 3 Malice in Top Cut.
Yeah,
that's a
it's a
good-
Malice sweep.
Yeah.
A lot of the people I was afraid of have been knocked out by Douglas.
Douglas is the Undertaker.
The Malice Goat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
you feel good going to the finals.
I feel very relaxed, very zen.
Good, that's good.
I'm happy if Douglas wins as well.
I think we'll all be happy.
We're all happy
We're
no
all
matter
happy without the outcome.
no matter who wins. We're happy with the outcome.
Everyone's done very well. No matter who wins, everyone's.
Yeah,
It's not the winning that's important, Chad. It's about having fun.
Yeah.
And have you had fun this weekend?
I have. I still
that's
want to
very
play my
good.
deck.
Of
I'm having
course.
a lot of fun.
Of course.
Like,
Your deck looks very fun.
it's like usually a lot of previous tournaments when you play like big events, your deck can kind of like fight you and be tiresome. You're kind of annoyed at it, but even like suboptimal hands that I've drawn, I'm still winning, and they've all been relevant.
Yeah,
so that's really
of course.
cool. I'm really happy.
I think we freaked out a little bit with the whale affecting graveyard.
Yeah, we didn't know it
Yeah.
just revived too.
Yeah, whale is ridiculous.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's to put it simple, it's like a griffin. So like you get locked out of using Ryzeals, but the heraldic griffin, if the combo resolves, is still maximum 4 rank 4s. Like it's still maximum 4 rank 4s. Like
Can you still
off one
Protoss,
card.
or are you locked
Yes.
out of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still Protoss.
Can you just not?
As long
summon-
as you do like duo drive, because think about it, it's like duo drive Baguska, Starly, Banshee. It's like really strong rank 4s.
Yeah.
All of them.
Crazy.
But like
Crazy.
and Dugaras as well. So and then because I play the Plasma Hole, you have to set up your detonator on your opponent's turn. That's how you maximize that value.
Yeah.
You still get it.
Yeah.
You get the pop 1.
Yeah.
Do you end with dual drive?
It's pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a pop 1.
Pop 1
and then you
pop
can make a
3
3
with
to
deto?
3 to 4 detonator. Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's pretty
so
nice.
strong.
It's pretty nice.
Right, well, thank you for coming up here
Yeah.
with us. We're gonna let you go
Thank
chill
you.
out for a bit.
Yep. And
Anything
then
you
we'll
want to
go
say
finals.
lastly to all your fans? We've got Brandon here. We've got
Yeah.
Thomas Wayne.
Thank you, everyone. Some people have their money on me, so let's hope that I can win. Yeah.
I wouldn't say who I've got my money on.
Yeah.
But actually, I've made predictions, and I'm about to talk about it.
Yeah.
So thank you for
Cool.
joining us. We'll let you go.
Thank you.
We'll see you in very shortly.
Bless Lord Protoss.
Bless Lord Protoss.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. All right. Let me grab this. All right, chat. Let me talk about something real quick. On here, I have a little life point pad. But more importantly, this has the official Sprunt predictions at 10:42 a.m. before we started Top Cut. And let me tell you how it's going. Poorly. It's going very poorly. Except for one of them. So my predictions were Luke and Jack. I predicted Luke would win because the Mitsurugi into Malice matchup is very good. Freddy and Doug, I thought Freddy would win for that same reason. Turns out Doug is the murderer. And so that failed. One of them went through. I thought Long would win against Alex. And that failed. So that's all right. I'm 2 for 3 at the time. No. I'm 1 for 2 at the time.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. And then I thought Ryan would win against Elliot. And then that happened. So I'm 2 for 2. And then into top 4, I had Ryan winning over Long because his deck is crazy. His deck is so strong. As we saw. That's good. And then I thought Freddy would win over Luke. And that just didn't happen. But Luke had lost to Douglas. But more importantly, I had that Ryan takes the whole event. So that's my official Sprunt prediction. And we're almost there, chat.
We'll see if it comes true.
If it's real, everyone in this chat right now, 50 cents. Every single one of you. 50 cents AU. That could be good for you. Could be bad for you. You never know. But it's a promise I'm willing to make. What about your predictions, Destin?
I thought that, honestly, Ryan was just going to take it all.
Ryan sweep? Yep.
Elliot was going to probably lose, 100%. I thought maybe Freddy might get to the finals as well.
Yeah.
I'm a bit surprised that he did lose to the Malice deck. But again, Douglas has just been able to take it over. As you said, he's a bit of the underdog for this top 8, I'd say.
I was mulling over Elliot versus Ryan for a little bit, but like it all just comes down to Protoss.
Yeah, 100%.
Just wipe the field, and it's a lingering floodgate for 2 turns.
Yeah.
It's like reverse D-shifter against this deck.
Literally.
Like they can't play it for 2 turns. It's so strong. If the Protoss resolves, which Ryan said it is every time, it's just over.
Yeah.
It's just over. But that was our predictions. We're about to head into the final match of the 2025 Yu-Gi-Oh! Victorian State Championships here at Ozzie Collectables. We hope you've enjoyed your time with us so far.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back with probably the greatest match we'll ever see. This year, at least.
Yeah,
In
this year.
Victoria. Thank you for joining us this weekend. We will be right back with the finals.
See you soon.
All righty, everybody.
Welcome back, all 45 of you. We have the finals starting up soon. Douglas Trent versus Ryan Nelson. Another Malice matchup versus the Heraldic Ryziel. Everyone just shuffling their decks. We'll get the stream
overlay fixed
nice
up
and ready.
It's the same.
Just have to change the name for
Douglas. All right, I, for one, am incredibly excited for this match.
It's been an amazing 2 days for this one. I'm very, very honoured to be a part of this stream.
Me too.
And we'll see how we go. We're rolling the dice now. I think
4 and a 5 from Doug, I think, giving him a 9. Does that put him ahead?
I think so. We'll find out. Ryan did say he's okay with Malice going first, even.
And doing everything.
Yeah, literally.
Not afraid of the full board at all. Which is amazing. Ryan, now, I saw a 7th Tachyon. I saw an Imperm, I think.
Yeah. So we have Douglas. He is going first with this one.
As an Impulse. Oh, that's his deck.
Yeah.
Alright, well, as we know, Ryan is incredibly confident in this matchup. He said himself, he's zen, he's calm. And Douglas, we just spoke with him there a little bit. Yeah. He's happy with whatever happens. He's very proud of himself getting top 4, as he should be. He's done very well. All our top 8 competitors today have done very well and should be very proud. Like, we can't even see Ryan on the camera. He's just leaning back.
He's that chill.
That's how chill he is. He doesn't... You know, it's saying his first rodeo, I suppose. But this is his first rodeo at a state championship, I believe.
I think one of them he got into top, I think.
Would have had to have been 2022.
A while, yeah.
Doug lost round 1, hasn't dropped since. Yeah, he lost round 1 and hasn't lost since. He's gone 1 and 8. Sorry, 8 and 1 so far. Doing very, very well. Douglas just going through the motions now with the 1 card Malice and Underground combo going into backup Adignista into Wizard Adignista.
Yeah.
Got a discarded card. Let's see what he gets rid of.
Thinking, banishing the spell
card Monster Reborn. Wow.
Again, we've seen that earlier, both in, I believe, the first round as well as the match with Jason too.
Mm-hmm.
Very powerful card, being able
to
good into quick effect, special summon a monster. Now we see him going for a Link 3, looking at the ransom, thinking about how it's gone. He's done this all day, all weekend.
He has, but I'm just thinking back to it. Maybe he shouldn't have gotten rid of Spellcard Monster Reborn. Maybe he needs to keep that for the extra dump of the Heraldic monster, right?
Can't reborn.
Oh, true, yeah. Nothing matters. Don't listen to me.
Maybe just for the reborn of the effects.
Yeah. Get rid of Whale. Taking Whale out
exactly,
of the game is pretty big. Yeah. I'm on the right track.
Yeah,
wrong idea.
We're almost there.
Almost there. Anyway, Douglas still just going through the combos. We've seen them 3 times now. Yeah. But you, chat, have seen it all before. It's just a standard Malice combo. Douglas, although, has mastered the sequencing of it, I would say.
Yeah.
Getting him all the way to the final of the 2025 Victorian State Champ. Take Whale would be crazy. Yeah, I think that's one way he can beat this deck. Although I see
an Ash Blossom at least.
Ash Blossom, Imperm, and Malice in the Mirror in his hand. And we just heard what Ryan said about Impulse. He said it's the worst card they can draw.
Oh, we got
Imperm coming down on the Splash Mage just now. Maybe that would hurt quite a bit.
Yeah, looks like we're going into the SP most likely. But are we locked to Cyburst because of the Splash Mage or not?
I don't think he's going to go in SP regardless. I think he can probably keep playing. Oh no, straight into the SP.
Go on the Wicked.
There we go, Wicked. Set 2
cards and
set 3 cards. One of them is Malice in the Mirror.
One was set with the White Rabbit, I believe.
So it's probably 0-6. I believe Douglas is on 0-6. I bet it's just Mirror, Impulse, and 0-6. Steven Singh with the like. Thank you very much. Appreciate that one. Appreciate the 48 of you that are here with us now. Let's bump those numbers up and let's get chat moving a bit quicker. Thank you very much. Would appreciate that.
All right.
Over to Ryan's turn now. Going to start with a Bonfire, searching for a level 4 or lower Pyro monster. Honestly, that's our guild friend X-Thrasiel.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that it's going to be.
Again, sending the Heraldry Patriarch insane card. Just the synergies. I don't know if they were expecting this one to
They
come
mustn't
out,
have thought about this when they made these cards. Otherwise, they wouldn't have printed them, I don't think.
Yeah, so it was Cyberburst locked.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Lemmy.
Let me turn this on. There we go. There's our friend, Heraldic Patriarch.
Alright, so we've got the GWC reborning the White Rabbit. So GWC was set with the Rabbit. Being able to set another trap.
Well, that would be 07. MTP 07 right now.
And
because that's Red Ransom is going to come back, right?
Yep.
Yep, and now we have the Banished live for 07. But didn't we agree that Ryan had an Ash Blossom?
I
think he did.
I think
right?
so. I know 100% Douglas has an Ash Blossom.
Douglas definitely does. I believe Ryan also does. And he's going to be able to stop the 07 with that, which is going to be quite a good interaction into this. Here comes the Summon of the X-Brazil, sending our good friend number 18, Heraldry Patriarch.
Most likely chain blocking, I would imagine. But again, Ash Imperm is pretty good on this, but I think, again, 4 cards still in Ryan's hand is actually insane.
Well, the Rizal cards just produce so much free advantage for seemingly no reason. This deck, playing it's very nice. Playing against it, playing anything other than Rizal hurts.
No. Yeah.
It hurts. Good thing I've been a Rizal bot for the past few months.
Yeah.
Makes me very happy playing that deck. Go ahead and dump the 2 lions.
Lion being able to search for a monster, being that whale.
Leo.
Lion, same thing.
Ryan is the lion. Leo is the card.
Alright, so...
Who is the small dog?
We have the MTP being activated now, looking like it wants to banish the Extrazial, so that we're cutting off the sword axis, maybe.
That's
but
A-OK, according to Ryan. Get that out of here. Well, Ryan will be able to go into a Dura drive. Will he not?
yes.
And then we can just summon Sword anyway, and
Exactly.
nothing ever matters. This deck is so incredibly strong. Absolutely crazy. I'm so glad we finally get to witness it. We've been hiding it from you all weekend, and now it's here. And we all get to watch the beauty of this combo that is displayed by Mr. Ryan Nelson here. Douglas is going to go ahead and impulse the Ice Rizal, cutting him off from that additional body. But now we can summon Sword because we have a Rizal in the graveyard.
But again, we still have both the Ash and the Malice in the mirror.
Is that going to be enough? We have 7th Tachyon from Ryan. That's going to be able to search. Can't be X, can't be Ice. Can grab Star Rizal from it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that's doing from us.
So we're specialing the sword now. We'll see. It does resolve.
Like Ryan said, he's just trying to bait absolutely everything that he can
Exactly.
out of Douglas's hand. And through all the interactions, once they're all gone, he just wants to Protoss you.
So now-
Cold Dark and destroy your entire field, and then you can't play next turn and kill you next turn.
This Ice being able to send the whale that's stuck in his hand as well. Again, we witnessed it last game, being able to see the whale reborn the 2 level 4
Whale.
monsters.
Absolutely insane. This card, dare I say, unethical. The things this
100%.
card does should not be allowed.
Being able to, again, search for 2.
Poach the whale, correct. Poach this whale specifically.
Save the rest of them.
Yeah.
We see the Tornado Dragon coming down, popping the Malice
The
in the
last
mirror.
back row, get rid of that one interaction. Now Douglas just has a couple cards in hand that Ryan needs to deal with. And I'm sure he's not afraid of them.
Absolutely not. We got the talents as well. The one.
Oh,
to
there
look
goes
at
the
the
Ash
hand.
Blossom, and it's not looking good for Doug right now.
We have in hand the backup Adignista,
A
the
Dormouse
March Hare,
and a
Dormouse.
Marsh Hare, yeah. It's not looking good.
Not looking
It's
good
not
at
looking
all.
good for Doug. We don't have a Crypto engraved, do we? No.
No.
We never went into Crypto.
We've got the Reborn hard drawn as well.
Let me bring up my good friend Wicked real quick, because that might...
Wicked
that
can't
might-
be destroyed by battle or card effects, but it only has 800 attack, I believe.
But it can't be destroyed by battle. That's the important part here.
Just such Cyburst, I guess. Cyburst W. There we go.
Cyber's Wicked. Now, how is this going to interact with our good friend Protoss? This Link Summon card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Cyber's monsters this card points to cannot be destroyed by card effects. I believe, if there is no other Dark in the field, Ryan needs to get rid of this or negate it before Protossing.
What do you mean?
Well, like, the board won't be cleared. We want the board to be cleared.
He can still attack into... Can they be destroyed by battle?
Cybus Wicked can't. The other ones can.
I think, honestly, he'll be able to attack. He needs to attack into the red ransom anyway. But calling Dark means that it cuts off SP access code.
Yeah. I'm aware that
well.
it still locks him,
Yeah.
but like we would rather just clear the board, the entire board, and just be done with it.
Looks like we're
Not
getting
giving Douglas a chance.
into a detonator as well, attaching
Oh
the
my god.
heraldry retroact as well.
For another Send 2.
Yeah, we're over.
Yeah, no, we don't need it. We know it doesn't need to destroy, but I'm sure Ryan is looking for a way to get rid of every single monster in the field and just never giving Douglas a chance at all.
Ryan having a whale of a time and summoning those 2 Leos from the grave, getting that Banshee to go for the flag again. Most likely the flag again.
Where's my thing? I want to get rid of this Wicked. Whoops, that's the wrong one.
What?
Oh. Hey Nick, how are you? We miss you. We love you. There we go. Goodbye, Cybus Wicked. Alright, here comes Flag. Here comes Protoss. There he is.
Again, Ryan did say that he wants his opponent to play.
Play as much as you want. It's never going to matter.
Never. As soon as this Protoss hits the field, it's almost
Dare
just
I say
GG.
over?
Yeah.
Well, Ryan would say "Owadida," but
Well.
no, I'm not him. I'm sure there's a million other languages you can say, "Oh, it's over" in.
Yeah.
Maybe we should learn some.
Get the Google Translate bot.
Yeah, maybe people in chat who speak a different language can tell us how to say "it's over."
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. I gotta bash Tornado Dragon. He wants his opponent in full power. He literally said he doesn't care. Nothing ever matters.
Alright, so we see the Protoss banishing a bunch of monsters, as including the Banshee that can summon itself back because he controls a Pyro being that flag. This board, very intimidating. I think it's literally nothing's going to be able to clear this.
Doug pointing out that nothing can be destroyed by card effect. Doesn't matter. It's going to die by battle.
Yeah.
Except the Wicked. The Wicked won't die by battle. But it only has 800 attack, so it's taking a lot of damage. Oh, what Brandon says. Yes, indeed. Thank you all for joining us. Brandon, Nick, I believe that's Josh Gelch, Divine, and Isaac. Thank you all for joining us. Appreciate you here with us. Share it around. Get it going. This is
Almost at the end.
a masterclass by Ryan Nelson right now. This deck is so strong. I don't know I'm beating a horse when I say that, but it's crazy.
It's insane.
Would you help your Uncle Jack?
Yeah.
Off a horse.
Of course.
Yeah. Good.
Anyway, we see that Ryan is clearing the board. Again, can't kill the Wicked, but that's completely fine.
Doesn't matter. It has 800 attack. It's not doing anything. You can't summon.
Literally,
Like-
Douglas looking through his extra deck, looking for any other...
Looking at all these
non-dark.
cards and saying, dark, 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 dark. Nothing
This Link
matters.
Spider's not going to do too much.
You can't even make it.
Uh,
Where is the normal monster?
Primate Lordly Load is going to be hitting the field
It is
soon.
certainly not in his
No.
deck. Does he... No, he doesn't die because he had to attack over the other 2 monsters,
Correct.
but like... It's crazy. I think the official sprint prediction might come true.
It might.
Going second in game 1, the final round of the state championships, Ryan is just clearing up right now.
We'll be able to see if Douglas has any heat wave technology.
I'm not sure, Nick. I wouldn't be surprised. I think OCG was messing around with this a little bit, but you know, obviously Ryan, any deck that he really likes, he'll play for a while and tinker with it and get out all the kinks and make it a really good deck. And he's achieved that today, getting all the way to the finals of the 2025 Victorian Yu-Gi-Oh! State Championship and looking good in game 1. And there's the
he's won.
concession
Yeah.
from Douglas going straight into game 2. Ryan obviously taking that game 1 there with his strong friend he calls Lord Protoss. Yeah, this deck isn't popular
Yeah.
at all.
I
I don't think it's entirely original.
I remember seeing when the Heraldic Beast cards just got announced. There was all those YouTube combos of the Ouroboros hand looping your opponent for 20 cards. But I think obviously Ryan's put his own swing onto it with his Lord Protoss.
Ryan is on a quest to get Protoss
Absolutely.
banned again, and he certainly might be doing it here if he makes this quite a popular deck. I remember when these cards were revealed. I remember sitting across from Ryan at a locals, and he said, "This is bad." And it's good for him.
Yeah.
Bad for everyone else. Bad for Douglas Tran in that game there. Nothing he ever did mattered. He just powered through everything.
Played through the MTP, the Ash, the Imperm.
MTG, Ash, Imperm, Impulse, Malice in the Mirror.
That's about
There
it.
was something else, I think. Right? No, there wasn't.
No.
Played through the monsters that he had
Yeah.
established. Like, yeah. All this small thing. The monsters were less impactful, but still, just got rid of them all. Bar one.
Yeah.
That one didn't matter.
Thanks also Nelson Ortega for liking the stream.
Appreciate that one. Yeah, the monster you have on field doesn't matter when you can't summon
anything.
anymore.
Yeah. It's just a 800 body just sitting there.
It was less than 800 because we had Raziel Duo Drive on the field, reducing its attack down to, I think, 700 at the end there
Yeah.
because he searched with it and boosting our monsters. So, you know, it's a 700 attack monster that can't die by battle.
Exactly.
Staring at a full board of monsters with at least 2,000 attack. The body doesn't matter. Just going attack, 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 attack.
Almost
You're
like
done.
a-
We're going game 2.
Pearly OTK.
Heading into game 2 now. Ryan up 1-0 against Douglas.
Douglas most likely going to be going first.
I'm sure Douglas will be going first. Will we see a heat wave this time around?
We'll see.
Will we see Lancer? Will we see heat wave? I don't think heat wave is in Douglas's deck. Because then you're planning for the worst.
Absolutely.
And you never want to plan for the worst when you're
plan for
playing
win.
at your best. And Douglas certainly has been playing at his best this year at the State Championships. You know, he got top 8 last year.
Yeah.
Wasn't happy with it. Said he wanted to do better this year. And he has a chance to win.
I had a chat
the
with Melly. He
entire
was
event.
just looking for that trophy.
Yeah, that little trophy that they get with Pluck is very nice. He wanted to do better than top 8. He got top 4. He won top 4. Now he has a chance to win the entire event. Let's see how he goes. We got a bell on Douglas's Malice in Underground, stopping that directly. I think that's a wizard adding Nista.
Yeah.
Douglas going to go ahead and normal summon
March
Hair, yeah. Link 1 into my good friend. Not Link Spider. You can't make that one, buddy. There we go. Angelo Almirage. Sorry, Salomon Great Almirage. Activate. Oh, no, that's backup. Sorry. Backup going to summon itself from the hand. Going to search a level 4 or 3 or lower dark monster. Dark Cybers monster and discard a card. Wonder what he's going to discard. Going to grab Wizard from the deck. Again, Wizard. Bring it up for those of you who don't know. Is a crazy strong card.
See, we're pitching the Dominus Impulse as well, keeping the other card unknown. We don't know exactly what it is yet.
He must have listened to Ryan's interview where Ryan said, Impulse doesn't matter. And we saw it last game. Impulse doesn't matter. Like, if you got it, it's better to have than to not, but Ryan did just say it's hand looping yourself.
Now, Splash Mage summoning back the March Hair, linking both off onto Ransom. Ransom being able to search maybe for the Malice on the ground because it's only activated once per turn. That bell negating the activation.
Douglas with his lovely quarter-century secret rare Malice in Undergrounds. I do believe he has this deck max rated.
Absolutely, yeah.
He loves this deck and he's put a lot of time into it and he's rewarded himself with that, with securing some high rarity cardboard. Going through the motions now, playing through the bell on the Malice in Underground as well as he can.
Yeah. Only one card in hand at the moment.
You can see Douglas very locked in. You can also see Ryan very relaxed. I really do wonder how this game is going to go. Is this board that Douglas is putting up going to go all the way?
Yeah.
This deck is very pretty. You know who else's deck was very pretty? Long's deck. He had something similar going on.
Yeah.
Wonder where he got those cards from. Shout out the guy that gave them to him. Link 3 here. Link 2 into Cyber's Wicked. Now Link 1
to
into Lingarebo.
Be able to search again. Cyber's Wicked being able to banish a Cyber's from the graveyard. Banishing the Red Ransom is not too bad.
Red Ransom's going to be able to summon itself back now by paying 900 life points and banishing a Cyber's monster from the deck.
Getting that Chessy Cat.
Chessy Cat's on the field. Guess what that's going to do? Draw us 2 more cards.
Exactly. Refreshing that hand.
We certainly need it after going down to 1 card. Or 2 cards, I believe. But now we're going to get him back. Maybe we're going to draw into a draw. If we draw into a draw, it might be over for Ryan this game, but we'll see. I haven't seen it in his hand yet. And
Well, still with Douglas being able to deck thin as well, banishing cards from his deck as well as, again, setting a trap with the White Binder.
yeah.
There is a chance that he is able to draw into that non-engine.
Do you reckon Douglas is going to go for Allied Code Talker? Or is he going to go for Bomber Dragon?
I think he's going to go for the Ally code.
Allied Code Talker. Another beautiful secret rare from Alliance Insight. Yeah. Comes in Quarter Century Secret Rare as well, which I believe he does have.
Really is max ready for the whole deck.
Eileen cheering on Doug. Doug is... Look at his face. He is so locked in. He's like, I'm winning this. I'm winning this game.
We're drawing
There's
a white rabbit,
and I don't know what that one was,
it
but
didn't look like a draw.
don't think it was Droll.
No.
Yeah.
He's linking all these monsters off. Now they are looking for a link 5, I believe, for the Crypta. Then linking them all again. Yeah, it looks like
And the Nibiru right now would be devastating. Okay, that's fine.
It's fine. Fake hype.
Sorry, chat. Nibiru doesn't matter when you have Protoss.
My favorite card, Nibiru.
Shout out Nibiru. Once again, I want to thank you all for joining us as Doug passed his turn over to Ryan. Ryan drawing a card. Looks like 7th Tachyon, I think that was. Glad he drew it then and not last turn, because it wasn't going to help him last turn. There we go. Activating 7th Tachyon.
Going to be revealing that Masquerade again.
Going to be able to search a light level 4 monster. And as we all know, it's going to be X-Thrasiel.
Again, these cards are just absolutely insane.
So strong.
Again, in the grip of Douglas, do we know any of the non-engine that he had again?
He discarded an Impulse, that's all we know. I'm looking through that hand right now. I think I see an Ash Blossom.
Yes.
But I don't think I see a Troll.
No,
and as Ryan said, that's the only card that matters.
Alright, so this X-Rise, you're sending that Patriarch once again. We'll see if these cards are able to resolve. I believe... Do I spy another Talents in Ryan Nelson's hand?
I might be called by. I think that's called by and Talents, right?
I think this just might be a divine manifestation.
Ryan must have made some
deals.
What are they called? Binding vows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. At what cost though? Who knows?
Protoss. When it gets banned again. Banned again immediately on the next ban list because of what he's doing today. Summoning Protoss, locking everybody out of the game.
It's insane.
The thing is, Protoss isn't even like what he mainly wants to do with his deck. He just wants to handle people for 4. These people aren't letting him. They're stopping him with hand traps, and he goes,
"Okay, sure.
I got a Protoss you now. I'm sorry. It has to be done."
Now.
And being done, it is. We'll probably see that come down this game with the Infernal Flame Banshee.
Now we've got the GWC now having a look at what to reborn. I think he's looking at probably getting the Hearts of Crypta back to get that banish online. Be interesting to see how he does it. Don't know exactly. Because in my opinion, what I'd be wanting to do is keeping... Oh, no, never mind. We're going to be reborning the White Rabbit. I just don't know what I'm talking about. Right, Rabbit to set the MTP 707. Because yeah, I'd be wanting this White Binder to banish both of those Leos from his grave, or at least one of them.
Need to get those out of the grave because, as we saw last game, that whale is crazy. We didn't even know it did that, and it just ends the game on the spot. 2 level 4s back to the field for free. Thank you very much. Banishing that White Rabbit for the cost of MTP-07. Malice Traps obviously being able to activate the turn that they're set by banishing a Malice card from the field. Lovely little extra effect they have. If it didn't have them, the deck probably wouldn't be that good. It does have it, so good thing it does. Paying 300 to bring back that White Rabbit. Thank you.
Now we're just holding off at the moment this code. Being able to tribute the White Binder is insane. But again, if we do know that there is a Talents in the hand.
There it is. Yes. Talents. I believe he elected to look. Negating. Cool. Understandable. No, Talents is now at 1, so there can't be another one coming down. That was the most annoying thing.
100%.
When your opponent would activate Talents, and you would be like, I have to Judgment this, and you Judgment it, or Baron it,
that's another one.
And your opponent goes, Talents, and you're like, I hate myself.
Now, this is Skados that is hitting the field. The other arch nemesis card, being able to call a type rather than attribute. And there is a lot of Cyburst monsters currently on Douglas's field.
And he's putting more on the field. he's recognized that he needs to get rid of those Leos now
Absolutely.
or never in this case, because Douglas is about to lose all his Cybos monsters and not be able to summon some next turn.
Now, again, if there is a call by in the grave, being able to banish that Hearts of Crypta means that this Escados might be just getting off scot-free. So we'll have a look at what Douglas is targeting, rather. Yeah,
Right.
so
I think it was one Leo, the Crypta, and maybe it was both Leos.
he's thinking, what's the last target? We have activated the March here, excuse me. So the only thing, it's actually nothing if this is a call by.
I believe it was a call by.
Yeah.
That US print quarter century secret rare.
Yep, and here we
There
go.
it
It's
is.
hitting the field, targeting most likely.
Ryan
the
will
Hearts
come
of
up here
Crypta.
for an interview and say, Mandate of Heaven, and we will say, yes.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Some things are just meant to
What
be.
can you do?
Douglas reading the Escados. A little bit of a smirk on both players' hands, or faces more so.
Doug just knowing that it's looking like it's over.
This is going to be big.
Oh,
We've seen
yeah.
what Murukomo can do to a field that...
Now make it better.
better.
There it goes. Crypta banished, but
Goodbye,
negated,
the
so it
Leo.
can't bring itself back. Full board.
Effect.
Cybos. Whoop!
Hi.
See you later. Destroying all Cybos monsters on the field, and also not being able to summon some next turn.
And then still
Just
getting out this...
Summoning X'd and
sword.
continuing to play, and probably just going straight into a one-turn kill, and that will be it for the Victoria State Championship 2025.
But we'll
Well, let's not
Hold
call
off
it
for a
too early,
second.
right?
We'll see if Ryan wants to style. It'd be kind of funny if he goes for both Protoss and Escados.
I hope he does.
Yeah.
I hope he puts on a show for us. I would appreciate that very much.
Keep the ad revenue for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get $7. Maybe you'll get $7 this time.
Yeah.
Call by talents. What can you do? What can you do?
Sometimes it just happens.
You know, to win a Yu-Gi-Oh event, you need 3 things. You need to be good at technical play. Where's the camera? Good at technical play. You need to have a good deck, and it needs to be your day or your weekend.
Yeah.
And Ryan, it's certainly all 3 of those things.
Absolutely.
It's definitely his weekend. He's having good hands, which we've seen the last 2 matches. Good hands. His deck is, quite frankly, better than everyone else's. Is what we're seeing.
To get to this point, absolutely.
Yeah. And he is obviously just a very decorated player himself. Many tops, many wins, and he might just be adding another
Something
win
else
to
under
that
his belt.
notch.
Yeah. We see that Magnemite has come down on Douglas's side. Maybe just delaying the inevitable for this one.
It's looking like it. Because we can just get to another... We can get the Protoss from Cold Dark, and then goodbye Magnemite.
Exactly.
Yeah. I do hope Ryan brings out both the arch nemesises. Sorry, that would be quite a spectacle.
It looks
I
like
think
he might be going for it.
There's the Infernal Flame Banshee, right?
Yeah.
Summoning or going to search a Pyro monster.
Could either be an X, but I hope it's the flag.
We're
There we
going
go.
for it. Is it game? Is it enough damage?
No, so we've already entered the battle phase. So the Magnemite was
true.
used
Yes,
to chump
yes.
block.
That's okay. You can't summon Cyberses and you can't summon Dark monsters. What are you, as a Malice player, doing?
I'm
Probably
scooping.
passing turn, yeah. Or skipping.
Yeah.
I think Doug will let Ryan
Yeah.
play it out, though. There he is.
There's the Protoss.
Lord Protoss, as he would be named.
I think Ryan is definitely happy with himself.
You know what I could go for right now? An Abiru in
Yeah.
Doug's hand. That would be quite helpful.
Insane.
Nah, he's already locked on out of Cyberses. At this point,
But that
it doesn't
extra
really
turn.
matter. Yeah.
You never know.
How many cards does Ryan have in his hand? Probably not enough.
I don't think he has any.
Alright, locked out of Darks, locked out of Cyberses. Let's see what Doug can do as a Malice player. Searching that Drill's Worm in his hand, which is not going to be able to activate this turn. Turn after, though. Certainly will.
Yeah.
Alright, draw a card. What is it?
There's
the Nibiru. Oh my god. Poor
Unfortunate.
Douglas. That is... He might just be ripping that Nibiru up after this match. I can't lie to you. That's so unfortunate.
All right. Again, this Infernal Flame Banshee, Dex turn is just follow up as well. Just searching for a Rise Your Monster.
I think we should read out Freddie Camel's message, but quite quickly.
Go on.
Hello, Daddy P. Hello, Daddy E.
Okay. Hello.
What does that sound like?
I don't know. What does it sound like?
Not sure. That Nibiru is such a sad draw.
Absolutely.
That's so...
It's just to cap off the whole weekend.
Yeah.
But again, congrats to Douglas. Still,
he's gone a long way. He's done well. He's very happy with himself so far. But he's on 4,200 life points, that looks like. You know what that's in range of? Protoss, Extartos, Handshake. Yeah. That's what it looks like.
Obviously, we still do have the
normal summon as a Chessie Cat.
The Jerusalem that is in the hand that was searched. We see an Ash and a Droll being drawn off the Chessie.
Drawing the cards we want, not at the time we need. This is, something that happens quite a lot, to be honest. None of these, the Bestial's not doing anything, and the Marcher's not doing anything, because Ryan can just go main phase 1, Protoss Dark, and then they will summon themselves, and then they will die immediately. Exactly. And then Ryan will go battle phase, and the game will be over.
I think here, if we call Escardos first, it might be better, just in case, because having that Jerusalem, there we go. Having that Jerusalem being able to send a card is important. But again...
I don't think this is going to matter, because I think he has an X in hand, right?
Believe so, or if not, he will be getting to one.
Banishing Lingeribo. Summoning Jerusalem. I'm confused. Did we not call Dark? Nope.
Flame Banshee.
There we go. Searching X.
We do have the Ash. We might as well play it.
I think you have to.
Yeah.
You don't die this turn, I don't believe.
Exactly.
Alright, call Dark. Jerusalem will die. Jerusalem will send Protoss.
Looks like we're entering the battle phase. How much attack does Banshee have? I believe...
It's enough for game. And congratulations to Ryan Nelson for being our 2025 Victorian Yu-Gi-Oh! State Champion,
Yeah.
Taking the win in the finals over Douglas Tran. Douglas looks like he's a bit sad about that Nibiru and Droll and Ash being drawn at the wrong time. Thank you for joining us. We're going to go grab Ryan and probably Doug for a little chat. We'll have a little bit of a celebration with them, and then we'll sign off. But thank you. Don't go away. We'll be right back. But thank you already for joining us the entire weekend, a lot of you. Thank you to the 70 of you who are here right now. We will be right back. All right, we're back, everybody.
Hello, chat. Oh,
My predictions, thank you, Ryan,
yeah.
are blessed. My prediction was correct. I'm the GOAT. But more than me, Ryan is the GOAT for being our 2025 Victorian State Champion of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yatta!
Here at Ozzie Collectables. So,
yeah.
that's great. Doug, our
Yes.
runner-up, how do you feel?
Look, my misplay in game one was like, it did make me feel a bit bad, but it's like I probably wouldn't be happier losing to Ryan. He's a very good friend of mine.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's good.
You've both done incredibly well.
Thank
You
you.
should both be very, very proud of yourselves.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to say about that match? Either
Well,
of you?
yeah, like, I mean, my, lose roll, I have one imperm. It's very tempting to imperm, like, the Dormouse straight away, but it's at that point, I just want to, I guess, imperm the Allied Talker on the
Yes.
end board, for example, but then, fortunately, I was presented a spot where it's, like, a decent
A good
chance he
imperm,
doesn't
yeah.
have a extender, and I was fortunate.
Yeah.
But then, like, you have good interaction, but I had talents, of
Yeah.
course, so...
Cool day.
Talents wipes the Ash out of the hand, and then I can get the Protoss, which just seals the whole game.
And
'Cause,
as you
yeah,
said earlier,
yeah.
Protoss,
Protoss
you can
is-
make whatever board you want.
Protoss,
Protoss kills it.
Protoss doesn't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
the
does not
Cyberse
care.
Wicked is just, it's hard to... 'cause
Yeah.
it protects everything,
We were
but
talking about that, but you can beat over.
I can
in
beat
that
over
situation.
everything, nearly win, but yeah, and the life's just so low.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you win, and now,
Yeah, it's like, and because my life is so low, it's like it's
You
hard for
can't
me
do
to.
anything.
I can't play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, in game 2, I just drew Bell and like 4 other good cards.
Yeah,
Obviously,
that was
Talon's
crazy,
scored by,
yeah.
but it's like that compared to what it could be. It's like 9 Charmies, 3 Lancia, 3 Ash.
Yeah.
Didn't get any of those, so you got to draw something. And unfortunately, I was blessed with that Call by the Grave in that very crucial
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
Because I
where-
was thinking like I get back to crypto, wipe the Eschatos, and
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
It's
But
fine.
No,
Yeah.
it was not
unfortunately
fine.
Yeah,
Well,
so fortunate.
it's amazing how well you've both done.
Thank you.
And Ryan going to Oceans, Doug going to Oceans.
Thank you.
Should be.
Should be. Let's lock it
Most
in.
likely.
Let's lock it in, chat. Right. Well, are there anything you guys want to say? Any shout-outs? Any?
I have so many shout-outs, but maybe
Give-
Doug first, or...
I guess shout-outs go to the Grand J boys, in particular Jason Huang, Spront for
Oh
casting,
God, yes.
Jack Hargreaves, Daniel Pollard, Justin Trung, Tyler Parry. All of you guys have
Brandon?
been...
No, no, Brandon.
Fuck Brandon Pauly.
Okay.
no, Brandon's cool. Brandon's chill. Yeah, shout outs to all the boys for just like helping me prep for the event. I couldn't be happier having a better group of friends to play with. They've been good friends of mine for the past 5 years at this point.
Yeah,
4 or 5 years.
that's what we're saying. Yu-Gi-Oh gives you such strong and good friendships. That really carry you through life. That it for your shout-outs?
Yeah, shout outs go to Leo Martinez, the guy that got me back into the game. I'm very grateful. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Shout out to my friend Francis Benavidez from the States for inspiring me to like start pushing myself to go for competitive events. Shout outs to Ryan for winning.
Thank you.
Shout outs to Mr. Jack Spront and Destyn for casting.
Shout out the judges too.
Yeah,
Judges
shout
are-
out Tara, Jared, Leo, Steven for hosting the event. They've all done an amazing job. I'm very grateful to be in such a good community,
Certainly. Yeah.
and I try to give back to the community as much as I can.
Well, there's one way you can get back to us. It's by doing a deck profile. Will you be doing one later on?
I probably won't be recording one for myself. In the next time I meet some of my friends, most likely I'll be getting one, unless like, you guys want to.
So we can find one later on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. We'll find one later on. Anything else you want to add?
Nah, I'll hand it over to Ryan.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so shout outs are very, so many really. It's mainly, shout out to Testing Circle who put up with my deck. There are a few people, like, that they knew who they are, like Isaac, and all the locals, because, like, Freddie, Dom, Elliot, like, they're just continual victims of, really unfair cards. But, like, genuinely, it does help me work out the kinks and the strategy. Like, it's very important. Like, it's easy to auto scoop in Yu-Gi-Oh sometimes, but it's important to actually like see it through. So I'm very thankful for people who tested with me. Thankful for various supporters, various messages. Marco believed in me from like a week ago. And
He's not even present in.
I know Bowden, he believed in me from a week ago.
Bowden was a big believer.
Yeah, he gave me some good. He figured it out. He bought the deck. Ironed out some more kinks. So thankful for him as well. Thankful for every locals. I play a lot of locals. Thankful for Malvin.
Very thankful.
For Good Games Greensboro, of course. Yeah,
Crazy how 2
yeah.
Malvern regulars are finals.
Yeah, I'm just
Malvern too strong.
very thankful for
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah,
Will you be doing an egg profile?
I'll be doing
An hour.
hour-long Shunping style story time
As
profile.
expected.
Where can we find it?
Well, it'll be on my hopefully be on my channel Jonga eventually.
At
But
Jonga.
I'm going to try and do it soon. And
Yes.
I'll do a quick one as well, and I'll post it everywhere, of course. And but yeah, it's like a very long story because a lot actually went into this deck, and like I usually play a lot of different decks, but this one in particular.
You've
I'd
been on
say
for a while.
I try-harded it for like 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
I tested it like from like a month ago, and it's really just compounding information that really helps.
Yes, I remember getting
Yeah.
hit with Protoss the first time, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this card
Yeah.
back in the game?"
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah. Like there was like an MBT short that like helped me with one of the Griffin combos. There were like several people who topped other nationals. There was a DB grinding video with my deck, like very similar idea. That was like, okay, that is the best thing of the deck. Is Whale, Banish, and then Protoss. Like that is the best thing of the deck, and it's the last action you're usually doing. So
After everything else is
after
done.
everything else,
Yeah.
and people are sort of not like psyoped or brainwashed, but you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like if you let Duo Drive resolve and all the regular normal Rizal things resolve, you probably can't stop the Protoss anyway. So they have to force and negate everything else, and then your Banshee goes through.
Yeah.
So that's the entire logic of the deck.
And it's proven to be very,
Yep.
very good and very successful. Being a
And then,
2025
and you don't lose to board breakers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Honestly, yeah, like shout out Dom. Like if Dom didn't, like when I played Mitsu Rizal, if he didn't beat me with just Engine and Call by the Grave, like when I over and over, I wouldn't have thought to even try to use like powerful cards like Arch Nemesis, Protoss, because I'm like I just want something where I can either hand loop or Protoss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because
well,
Rizal
you've
Mitsu
done
is strong.
both,
It's a
right?
strong deck. It's a strong deck. It's so
very,
strong.
very, very good.
so strong. Okay, and that is all.
Alright.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Very happy.
That
Alright,
was
well-
10-0.
Clean.
10-0.
Thank you all for joining us on this year's coverage of the Victorian Yu-Gi-Oh! State Championships 2025 here at Ozzie Collectables. A special shout out to our judge team, Kara, Leo, Jared, and Stephen, and obviously Stephen being our TO. Everything was ran very smoothly. Everyone, I think, enjoyed the event that participated, all 120 duels or whatever. Thank you again for letting us stream and chilling with us all weekend, and we hope to see you again next year. But that's all for now. Bye-bye.
Thank you.